Hello guys, welcome back to today's lesson. How are you all doing today? Today we are going to be talking about an interesting topic called adverbs. So today's grammar, we would have to open our lesson book to lesson 17 unit 4 page 520. So I want you all to get your textbook, get your notebook and also your pen. So the first thing we need to know the objectives for this lesson. So we need to set our objective for the lesson. So the first objective we're going to be setting out is what an adverb is. We need to know what an adverb is because we can't drive a car without the key. So before we move forward, we all need to know what an adverb is all about. So the second thing we need to know in this lesson, we need to know the types of an adverb. So we have different types of adverb, so we need to know the types of adverb. So the next one we need to know is what? Using adverb correctly. We need to know how to use the adverb correctly, and we need to know where the adverb has to be placed, the position of adverb in a sentence. So we need to know the definition first. So from the word verb, we can tell me what an adverb is. Oh, fine. The adverb is what? It helps in what? It helps to give information about a verb or an adjective. An adverb is a word that gives information about a verb or an adjective. So we have different kinds of words. A verb, we said a verb is an action word or a doing word. So example of a verb, we have what? Sleep, run, jump, walk, eat, look. They are all what? They are all examples of what? Of a verb. So the examples of what as an adjective is what? They are beautiful, gorgeous, splendid, good, because they tells us about a noun or pronoun. So the girl is beautiful. Beautiful is what? An adjective in the sentence. Beautiful tells us how the girl looks like. So that was in our last lesson. I hope you all got the last lesson correctly. So today we are going to be talking about adverb. So we said the adverb gives information about the verb or an adjective. So let's move forward. So we're going to be checking some examples of an adverb. Examples of an adverb. The first example we're going to be checking out are slowly, always, enough, very, however, tomorrow, unfortunately. So these are examples of an adverb. So we have a lot of adverbs, but we are going to be taking it slowly, step by step. So let's check some examples. Let's take a look at these examples. Pick out the adverbs in the sentences below. He ate the sandwich quickly. He ate the sandwich quickly. So before we look into the what? Into the adverbs, we said in the definition it gives what? Information about the verb and what? The adjective. Firstly, we need to know what the verb is in the sentence. We know the verb is what? Ate, because eating is what? Is an action word. He ate the sandwich quickly. So we need to know how the sandwich was eaten. So how did he eat the sandwich? He ate it what? Quickly. So quickly gives info about how the sandwich was being eaten. So quickly gives info, which is information about how the sandwich was eaten. So let's take a look at the other question. This next question, let's take a look at it. Tammy looks really beautiful. Tammy looks really beautiful in that dress. Tammy looks really beautiful in that dress. So the first thing we need to know the adjective or the verb. We know beautiful is what? Is an adjective. It tells us how Tammy looks like. How Tammy, which is what? Tammy is what? The noun in the sentence. So beautiful tells us how Tammy looks like in the sentence. So Tammy looks really beautiful in that dress. How does she looks like? She looks beautiful in the dress. How? Really beautiful. So really modifies, tells information about how Tammy looks like. So we need to pick out the adverb or the adjective first before we can know our adverbs. We need to pick out the verbs or adjective before we know the adverbs. So the adjective in this word, in this sentence, the adjective in this sentence is what? Really. The adjective is beautiful. So really modifies, gives information about beautiful. So really gives info about how much Tammy looks in the dress. So really tells us, gives us information about beautiful. She can be so little beautiful, really beautiful, much beautiful. So those ones are what? They are examples of an adverb. They modifies, they add to what? To the adjective or verb. So let's take a look at the other example so we can get more light into the lesson. You can park your car here. You can park your car here. So can you tell me the verb, the noun in this sentence? Car. We know car is a what? Is what? A noun. So can you tell me the verb in this sentence? We know park. So park is what? Is a verb. When you park your car is a verb. So how and where do they want you to park the car? They said you can park it where? Here. So this place gives what? Information about where you need to park your car and where they ask you to park your car. So you can park your car here. Here gives information about where you need to park your car. So what is the adverb in this sentence? The adverb in this sentence is here. Gives info about where to park your car. So I hope with these little examples we are getting more ideas about what an adverb is all about. So let's continue. I know with more of the examples, more of explanation, we are gonna get it. Stay cool. Let's continue. So before we can get it more better, so we need to divide the adverbs into 5 sections. So adverb is divided into 5 common types. So the first type is what? Adverb of manner. Adverb of manner. And under the adverb of manner, we have loudly, quietly, well, angrily, badly. And under the adverb of degree, we have really, very, quite, extremely, absolutely. So under the adverb of place, we have here, there, somewhere, nearby, upstairs. Under the adverb of what? Time, we have yesterday, today, recently, already, still. And under the adverb of frequency, we have always, unusually, often, sometimes, never. So let's take it step by step. Let's go into the adverb of manner. Let's check some examples and let's learn together. Let's try these examples out. The children sat there quietly. The children sat there quietly. So, who can tell me the adverb in the sentence? The children sat there quietly. How do they sit? How did they sit? They sat out quietly. So, we know quietly is what is an adjective. So how did they, where did they sit? They sat there. So the adverb in the sentence is there. The adverb of place, there. They sat there. So there is an adverb of place. So let's take a look at the next example. We also have quietly. They sat there quietly. So there and quietly are some examples of an adverb in the sentence. Quietly is an adverb of manner. The way they were being what? Being seated. They sat down quietly. They sat there quietly. So there is an adverb of place, while quietly is an adverb of manner. So let's take a look at this example 2. Did you go to school yesterday? Did you go to school yesterday? So in this sentence, we have yesterday as the adverb in this sentence because it lets us know the adverb of time. It's an adverb of time. So they were asking about if you went to school yesterday. So yesterday is what is an example from the adverb of time. So let's take a look at the next one. Ben goes to the gym every day. Ben goes to the gym every day. So what is the adverb in this sentence? The adverb in this sentence is every day. It shows what? It shows us the numbers of time Ben do go to the gym. So adverb of frequency is what? Every day. Every day is adverb of frequency. Ben goes to the gym every day. So every day is what? Is an adverb of frequency. It tells us how John goes to what? To the gym. So the next one we're going to be talking about is adverbs position, where we can position adverbs and how they are being positioned. So there are 3 positions for an adverb in a sentence. There are 3 positions for an adverb in a sentence. So let's take a look at this example. The first one, we place the adverb, we can place it at the beginning of the sentence, at the middle of the sentence, and at the end of the sentence. Take note of this. Adverbs can be placed at the beginning, at the middle, or at the end of the sentence. So let's take a look at these examples. Beginning of a sentence. Hopefully, my wife will be waiting for me at the airport. Hopefully, my wife will be waiting for me at the airport. So, hopefully stands what as the adverb because it is showing the manner of the husband, the opinion, how the husband is feeling about his wife. So that is an adverb because it shows the manner, it shows the opinion of the husband to his wife. So hopefully my wife will be waiting for me at the airport. He is wondering, is hoping if the wife will be waiting for him at the airport. So hopefully is an adverb in the sentence. So let's take a look at the next one. The middle of a sentence. I often travel to Jordan. I often travel to Jordan. So, how many times do you go to Jordan? I go often and often. So, often shows how much you travel because travel is a verb. So, often modifies how much you travel to Jordan. So, often is the verb, is the adverb in the sentence. It modifies the verb travel. So, often is the adverb in the sentence because it modifies the verb travel. It tells us how often you go to Jordan because often is what is under the adverbs of frequency. So let's go to the next one. I am still working on my reports. I am still working on my reports. So we can tell me, firstly, what I tell you is, before you take your adverb in a sentence, you need to know what? You need to know your verb or adjective in the sentence. So what is your verb in this sentence? The verb is what? Working. So what will be your adverb? Your adverb is what? Still. Because it modifies, it shows how you're still working. It tells us you're still working because it modifies, it gives us information about your work on your reports. So I am still working on my reports. It gives information about your reports, about your work. So let's take a look at the last one. Sentence, end of a sentence. It can be at the end of a sentence, such as she danced beautifully. She danced beautifully. How did she dance in the party? Oh, she danced beautifully. Oh, I love the way she danced in the party. Oh, I love the way my mom danced in the party. She danced so beautiful. So the word beautiful is what? Is an adjective. So it can also stand as what? As an adverb because it has ly at the end of it. Beautifully. But beautiful is a verb, but when it has ly, it stands as what? As an adverb. So beautiful is an adjective, but when it has ly at the end, it changes to what? It changes to what? As an adverb. So she danced beautifully. Beautifully is an adverb in the sentence because it tells us how she danced at the party. It tells us how your mom danced at the ceremony party. So beautifully stands for what? As an adverb in this sentence. So let's take a look at the next one. Her mother was nearby. Her mother was nearby. How close is her mother near? Nearby. Very close. So it tells us where the mother is. So her mother was nearby. So adverb of what is nearby. Who can tell me? Take a deep breath and try to think about the adverbs that we mentioned. We mentioned some adverbs: adverb of manner, adverbs of time, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, and what's the last one? Time, place, often, frequency. So what is this gonna be? Her mother was nearby. So it's gonna be what? Nearby is an adverb in this sentence. Nearby is the adverb in this sentence. So in conclusion, let's have a deep conclusion about what we've learned in this lesson. We have the adverbs of what? Degree. John looks extremely angry. John looks extremely angry. Adverbs of degree. So angry is what? Is a verb. So how did John look? It looks what? How does it look? It looks extremely. So extremely is what? Because it has ly, it stands for what? It stands as an adverb in the sentence. So extremely is the adverb in this sentence. So extremely gives information about how John was looking. He looks angry. So the next one we're going to be checking: Lucy really likes pancake. Lucy really likes pancake. So how much does she really like the pancake? She really likes it because she loves pancakes. So really gives information about how much Lucy loves pancake. Really stands as an adverb in this sentence. So let's take a look at the next one. Adverbs of manner. Jerry carefully placed the candles on the cake. Jerry carefully placed the candles on the cake. We can see carefully stands as the adverbs of manner. It tells us how carefully Jerry was. It tells us how carefully he is. So carefully stands for adverbs of manner. So the next one: the audience laughed loudly at the comedian's show. The audience laughed loudly at the comedian's show. So how did they laugh? They laughed loudly. And don't forget, most of our adverbs ends with ly, but not every of the adverbs. Most of them ends with ly. So it is a clue for you to know the adverbs easily when you see a word with ly in a sentence and it goes with the verb in the sentence. It can be before the verb or after the verb. So the audience laughed loudly at the comedian's show. So loudly stands and tells us how they laughed in the show. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. So let's take a look at this example. I never watched horror movies. I never watched horror movies. So what is the verb in this sentence? We all know the verb in this sentence is watched. So what modifies, what gives us information about the watched is never, because never gives us how much you've watched the horror movies, because it tells us you've never watched the horror movie. So I never watched horror movies. Never is what the adverb in this sentence. So let's take a look at this example. Adam is sometimes late for school. Adam is sometimes late for school. So who can tell me the adverb in this sentence? I'm going to give you a brief moment. Try to do that yourself. Try to look for the verb, try to look for the adjective, and try to look for the adverbs that modifies the verb or adjective in this sentence. Okay, let's look at the answer. The answer is sometimes. Sometimes. Because it tells us how he comes to school late. He doesn't come to school every day late. He comes to school late sometimes. So sometimes gives us information about frequency of how he comes to school. He sometimes comes to school late. So sometimes stand as an adverb in this sentence. So Adam comes to school, sometimes comes to school late, because sometimes stand as the adverbs of frequency. So let's take a look at the next one. You should always hold your hand sanitizer. You should always hold your hand sanitizer. So who can tell me the adverbs in this sentence? You should always hold your hand sanitizer. Fine. The adverb in this sentence is always, because it tells us how often you should hold your sanitizer. You should always hold it, because it is adverbs, is part of the adverbs of frequency. We all know hold is what? Is a verb. So always comes, always, the word always comes before hold. It modifies how often you need to hold your sanitizer. So always is the adverb in this sentence. I hope this is clear. So let's move on to the next one. Adverbs of place. Adverbs of place. Adverbs of place. I have been waiting here for long. I have been waiting here for long. So, how long have you been waiting for long? Where? Where is the place? Here. Here. I have been waiting here for long, because here is part of the adverbs of the place. So, here is the adverbs in this sentence. So let's look at the next one. I got the book at the nearby store. I got the book at a nearby store. So who can tell me the adverb in this sentence? You know, to buy something is when you got something. You got the book. So it modifies, it tells us where he or she got the book from. A nearby store. So nearby what it modifies where she got the book from, a nearby store. So nearby modifies the verb got. So let's look at the next one. Could you please place the cup there? Could you please place the cup there? So where did I ask you to place the cup? Over there. Over there. Place the cup at that place. So there gives us information of where you need to place the cup. So there, the word there gives us information about where to place the cup. So there is the adverbs in this sentence. So let's take a look at the next one. Adverbs of time. This is the last one. Adverbs of time. I will be happy if coronavirus would stop today. I would be happy if coronavirus would stop today. So, how will you be happy? You'll be happy, verily happy, if what? If the coronavirus would stop today. When do you want the coronavirus to stop? You want it to stop today. So today gives the adverbs of what? Of time. It tells us when you want the what? The coronavirus to stop. So coronavirus should stop today. So it tells us today means the adverbs of time. Today. Today stands for the adverbs of time. I would like if coronavirus would stop tomorrow. Tomorrow also stands for the adverbs of time. I would like if coronavirus would stop on Sunday. It also tells us the adverbs of time. So time is when you want something to be done or something was done. So let's take a look at the next one. I recently understood what it takes to be good. I recently understood what it takes to be good. I want you all to look at this sentence very well. I want you all to take a look at the sentence very well. I want you to tell me what the adverb is in the sentence. Tell me what the adverb is in the sentence. I want you to try. You can try. Yes, you can try. Write it on a piece of paper. Try to check it after the answer has been said. Okay. I'm going to give you the last seconds. Stop. I recently understood what it takes to be good. So the word understood stands as what? As a verb, because you've gotten something. Okay, so when do you understand it? When you understood when? Recently. So recently stands as an adverb in this sentence under the adverbs of time. Thanks everyone. I love you all. I hope you are able to understand what the lesson was all about. Hope to see you guys in the next lesson. Love you all. Bye for now. Kisses.